Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Adam Benini, WGRZ Buffalo. Just, I guess, start by talking about maybe the evolution of your offense. Obviously, we just got finished talking to Josh. The number of weapons you have, they were on display today. How far has this group come?
Well, I think we continue to build our foundation, right? I mean, we've had a short run-up. Our offensive staff has done a really good job of trying to establish with great clarity, what we're all about, how we want it done at every position, and what it needs to look like. And I think you're seeing some of that come to life with a lot more work to do ahead of us here, Adam.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Coach, Dan Fates in Rochester. What was it like seeing, all week you can control? Not only that with the fans, but you also had a lightning delay. And just how proud of you the way your team handled all of the obstacles, trailing in the fourth quarter and still coming out with the win.
Yeah, listen, this is it's a tough thing to go on the road in the NFL. Wins are hard to come by in the NFL, period, regardless of where you play. And to your point, I mean, just the obstacles that were in our way, from coming down here banged up on the defensive side in particular to the weather. We knew it was going to be hot when they scheduled us down here early. So there's a lot of obstacles, but our guys overcame and they stayed resilient. And we knew that there was a chance also for the weather that we did get, and our team and staff did a great job. We were ready to go with the lightning storm, and I thought we handled it well.
Coach, how proud of you. Micah Hyde said 2 weeks ago that it was frustrating at times, the offense. And to see your offense battle back in the fourth quarter, throw the two like knockout punches, how proud are you of this offense and all the pieces that are involved in it?
Yeah, very proud. Very proud. I'm most proud of the way the guys stayed together today. And we could have done a better job in some other areas. But in terms of the defense, the offense stayed in there. And in the defense battle, it was a good team win. Special teams came through at the end. Tyler Bass had a good day, I thought, overall, and kicked the ball well. So a lot of good things with still a lot of things to correct over the season here.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
Sure. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, John Scott, congrats on the win. Was curious if what we are seeing out of Josh last week and this week is what you envisioned him being when you drafted him just a few years ago.
Well, it's game two. So, I'm just real proud of him, real proud of the entire offensive side of the ball, just the way that they've game planned, going back to training camp, the way they put a good plan together this week, and the guys executed. There were some things, obviously, we want back, and I was proud of the way we came out and ran the ball today as well. That helps the quarterback anytime he can do that. And so, I thought our offensive line moved the line of scrimmage, which was good to see.
Thanks, Sean.
Hey, Sean, Sal Mayorana in Rochester. Congrats on the win. Hey, look, Josh Allen, we've seen him do this since he's been in Buffalo. These fourth quarter comebacks, he seems to rise to the moment quite often. You speak to that about this kid and some of the moxie he shows in a situation like that.
Yeah, I thought, again, he's got ice water in his veins, man. I mean, the guy there's no moment too big for him. That was true from the very start when we got him here, quite honestly. And I'm proud of the way the guys, I think, are developing a mindset, right? That, adversity we faced last week, all the way, going back to the start of training camp with COVID and the adversity we saw last week, the adversity we saw today, a lot of challenges, and Josh is the leader, right? And he does a great job leading by example, and there's that winning mindset, which is he's a highly competitive guy, as are a lot of the guys in the locker room. So we got a group of guys like that, man, a bunch of them, which is a good thing for us.
And if you could speak to Stephon Diggs, Sean, I mean, obviously we knew coming in what this guy could do. He's a true number one receiver, but just the impact that he's already had on this offense, it just seems like the offense is in a different gear with him on the field.
Yeah, big-time player. As they say, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And he did that today, as well as Gabe Davis, John Brown, in terms of their last touchdown, and, of course, Josh delivering the ball. I mean, look, he needed time, and I just thought overall, man, just a really good offensive performance. We've got to continue to evolve and grow at the same time, though, right? So there's tape out there on us. now 2 games, and so we got to continue to grow and evolve and improve. But just real happy to see what we did offensively today.
Okay, thanks, Sean.
Sure.
Hey, Coach. I know that some of your defensive players have already said, 28 points allowed isn't their standard, but the goal line stand, Coach. You look at the score at the end of the day, it's a 3-point game. They don't hold them out or hold them scoreless. You don't win that game. So you just comment on the goal line stand and the resilience there after what was a long drive and they were on the field for a bit.
Yeah, listen, it was hot. It's as we expected it to be, and then we had the delay, and so we came down, and I think it showed the resiliency of the group. We didn't play our best game defensively today. Give the credit where credit's due to the Dolphins, but again, they stood up when they needed to stand up, and they fought, man. We came in a little bit beat up on defense, and I'm real proud of the way that the linebackers the guys that played stepped up and did a good job.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels to you.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Hello, Sean, and congrats on the win.
Thanks, Vic.
Yeah, and so you just mentioned it. You've got those injuries on defense. It was going to put a lot of stress on that group, and there were obviously other factors on top of that, but that was a big thing. So what your offense did today, obviously couldn't have been better timed, but I'm thinking in a larger sense, you feel now you've got this kind of offense that can kind of regularly be this explosive for you. I mean, you've got a component that really, since you got here in 2017, this is really, it feels like something new and different on its whole. How do you see it?
Yeah, I think I think some defensive head coaches take the approach of continuing to pad their side of the ball, and then they like winning 11-9 and having no hair, I guess. Whereas I guess for me, I don't like winning 11-9. I like winning, but I just feel like to have a good football team that can sustain success, you need to have a balanced football team. And so Brandon Bean and his staff did a great job of continuing to look offensively what we could add to what we had. And so I think you're seeing the result of some of that. And then to build it the way it's being built, still with a lot of work to do, Vic, just 2 games in here. So I think it's important that we remain humble and hungry with in regards to that. But, yeah, this league is hard to win every week. And so the defense hobbled in here, and I thought the offense stepped up when they needed to step up. And I think that's a sign of a good offense. And when you have that explosiveness to be able to answer, when the Dolphins answer, we answer. So for the most part, so it was good to see, and glad that Tyler Bass had a good solid game. And so that was good to see.
Thank you, Sean.
Sure, Vic. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Coach, great win out there today, 2-0. Not where you probably wanted, but hey, a win is a win, right? So, I don't know what's going on these third quarter Advil moments. How difficult was it for you guys just to get back in sync in that third quarter once again, Coach?
Yeah, the game ebbs and flows, and there's some things we can do better there, starting with me, and so I've got to take a better look at the film. I don't see Mookie to give you more specifics on that.
Yes, sir. And speaking of that defense, Dobson was like a man possessed out there. Care to talk about how impressed were you for him to go out there and fill those shoes with Tremaine and Milano being out?
Yeah, it was big for him. He's usually one of our core special teams players, so we missed him on special teams because he was playing on defense. And to be able to do what he did at such a young age. This is a guy that was on basically on practice squad last year for the most part, right? So just real proud of him, the way he's grown, how humble he stayed and hungry, and Coach Bob Babish has done a great job, as well as Leslie Frazier with working with him.
Absolutely. Coach, congratulations and safe travels to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sean, congrats on the win. Curious, I got a couple questions here. First, it looked like you were shuffling offensive linemen there during those last couple drives of the game. I was wondering, was that game plan? Was that injury related, or what was the process behind that?
Yeah, no, it was just looking at what we felt like was best for the situation overall right there. So we wanted to rotate some guys early and then use that what we saw early in the game to determine what we were going to do later in the game.
Gotcha. Thanks. And then also, 31 points today when your defense gives up 28. It's a rare occurrence for your defense, but what does this say about the development of where this offense is, that you can put up so many points? You told us it was such a focal point this offseason. Where does it say that this offense can do that this early in the season?
I think it was good to see early in the year. I mean, there's a lot of football yet to be played, right? I think, when you look at it, we made some big plays and big moments of the game. And that's also good to see, because that comes with a mentality, a winning mentality, and that's good to see.
All right, thanks for sticking with me there. I kind of lost my train of thought halfway through the question.
That's all right.
All right, appreciate it.
That happens to me all the time.
Feel that. Travel safe, man.
All right, thanks.